Niger bans French aircraft from its airspace. Now, this came out actually last night prior from President Macron's interview on their national television just before he announces the evacuation of French ambassador and troops. But somehow it has slipped out of, the majority of media outlets. But before that, hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from Niger and the region as well. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and share this news with you. Yeah, so it says Niger bans French aircraft from its airspace. So as what they said is simply that's the information, that's what they have been told from the Niger military authority. So whether it's a commercial flight or anything else is banned from Niger's airspace. As we all know, this has been really back and forth. As soon as Ecowas announced the possibility of military intervention, actually the military administration has banned its airspace from all types of flights, and then they went ahead and opened it for commercial flights. It was open for all nationalities or all types of commercial air flights. Now, this one is particularly the banning is French aircraft from their space, whether it's commercial or anything. Now, is this for a security reason, or Niger is trying to sanction or to impact economically to punish France? It's something to be seen, and for how long we don't know. I mean, there are no details. It says the airspace would remain closed for all military, operational, and other special flights unless receiving prior authorization, the message said, meaning the message from the military administration of Niger. So Air France, this is what they told their media, the Agence France Presse. Simply, it was not flying over Niger airspace. That's what they are told, as simple as that. Okay. Now, so as I told you, it was on August 6th that it was closed because of the threat of intervention from military intervention from neighboring countries, namely ECOWAS. And then they reopened it again. But now they have come with this. For what reason? Is it really a security threat? I mean, of course, recently we have seen that there were French troops landing in Benin, and Niger has sent its military on the border of Benin. So maybe that is it. Although they say that they're going to evacuate their military, maybe still there is a security reason or something else. It's something, it's a new development. But things like this, because now President Macron came, and if you see this, France 24, they shared it around 6 o'clock Central European time, or close to 3 minutes to 7 o'clock yesterday. But if we see yesterday's President Macron interview, it was around France 24 shared it around 9 o'clock Central European time. So there was a gap. Maybe right after they received this, they know that it has been enough. They cannot do anymore, so they just went ahead to control the narrative. We don't know, but now every media outlet is busy with President Macron announcing evacuation of the troops and its ambassador, recalling its ambassador. Nobody is really looking at this. Maybe now it will start to emerge, but it's really important, what came out from the Niger government to give it a cover, and who took the first action. That's important really to look at. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you this. On the other hand, regarding the evacuation, this is how the Nigerians are trying, this is how they are reacting to the evacuation of the evacuation of the French ambassador and troops. If I can, let me just find and I will share it with you. The second, I'm going to share it with you. Yeah, this is how they're reacting on the street. Yeah.
French President Emmanuel Macron on Sunday announced the withdrawal of French troops from Niger, as well as the departure of the French ambassador, following a 2-month standoff with the military regime. On the streets of the capital Niamey, residents shared their reactions. I'm very, very happy, very happy. Really, all the French have to do is leave. That's fine. All they have to do is keep everything they have, but we'll have nothing to do with them again. It's been too long since France brought its army here to Niger, but they haven't been able to eradicate terrorism, so they have ulterior motives. We're not really happy that they're with us because we know very well that they're slowly destroying us because we've lost a lot of brothers and a lot of paramilitaries.
On a perdu beaucoup de frères, beaucoup de paramilitaires. Il faut que les militaires français quittent immédiatement puisque
the French military must leave immediately because we really don't need them. We don't need them. They've been saying they'd help us for decades, but we haven't seen any change, so we don't want their help. We really want them to leave our country and go home because we're going to stay here. The 1,500 French troops are expected to leave by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's also something important. What she just said at the end is that's what also President Macron said. The French troops that's in Niger, they are about 1,500. So they are not going to evacuate them all at once. It's like I don't know, portion by portion, but they said all will be evacuated at the end of the year. So it's a slow operation. It's like there are 3 months now before the year ends. Why is that? What kind of risk it brings? Because now we all are overwhelmed by the news of evacuation and we think that it's just tomorrow. No, they clearly said that the ambassador will be recalled within hours. Maybe by now, it has been now since announced almost 24 hours. He might have been recalled from his duty, but the troops, it will take time. So that might have its own pros and cons that needs to be observed and looked at from various angles. It's something that as it develops, we're going to bring it to you. And also one thing that to pay attention is the U.S. troops are still there. The Niger military authority did not say anything. They just relocated from Niamey to Agadez from another part of the country, which they have also an a base, military base there. They have drone base, the largest drone base in the continent. So and they have the big interest, the gas pipeline of which is going to be owned, operated by Chevron. You all know Chevron, so it's a global companies, with regards to gas, and they have a big interest to protect. So I don't think it will be that easy. And the military administration of Niger has not said anything. But just before I come online now, I have read that the United States is going to re-evaluate, it says actually, re-evaluate its relation with Niger after France is kicked out. That's what it says. But what do they mean by that? What are the actions they are going to take, or they're just playing the game because they have been quiet all this time? We don't know really if what will be the next action for Niger with regards to the U.S. troops. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Later on, we will have a live stream discussion with Kwame extensively on Niger. We will answer your questions. Tune in with your questions, maybe in an hour time. Yeah, and you will have the link. And yeah, we're gonna discuss everything about that has to do this decision by France, and so far how Niger has pushed this, and then what will be the fate of ECOWAS now that ECOWAS, France has gone or started. This is the beginning of the end for France. Now, what are they going? Are they still on that stance of military intervention now that the one that really wants the war is gone, or it is going to leave? What will be their stance? It's really sad and shame on ECOWAS. I mean, they should have first come and say, no, we have canceled the military intervention, when they know that where things are going, in which way things are going. But now France left, and that's it. They have sanctioned Niger, their own member, with all that things, back and forth. Finally, the one that wants the war is leaving. So let's see what will be the fate of ECOWAS, because Niger really has resisted, and it has set a precedent for other countries who are going to follow the same in the footstep of Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. It's really a huge statement for ECOWAS and the African Union. So we will watch it, and we will come back to you. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you again in an hour time and on the next one. Bye bye. Yeah, greetings to you all. Thank you.